All right, so looking at number 17, notice that I took the 24x and I subtracted it from both sides. I took the 4y and I subtracted it from both sides. But I took that negative 85 and I left it where it was. So I have x squared minus 24x. Then I left space for my constant. Then y squared minus 4y, and I left space for my constant. So I took my linear x, which was 24, and divided it by 2, and then I squared it. I added it on the left and the right. Now take your linear y, which is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. And I'm going to add 4 here, and I'm going to add 4 here to keep it in balance. So what I've done is I created a perfect square trinomial here and here. So let's factor it. Take the square root of x squared, which is x. Look at your linear x. It's a minus, so that means we're going to have a minus in the middle. And the square root of 144 is 12, so that's going to give us x minus 12 squared. Then we'll take the square root of y squared is y. Once again, look at your linear x, and it's negative. And the square root of 4 is 2. Now take all of these values over here, negative 85, 144, and 4, and add those together to get 63. And this is the equation of your circle. So you're going to have x minus 12 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 63. Now it asks us to find the diameter. This is the radius squared. So take the square root of 63, which is 7 times 9. The square root of 9 is 3, which will give you 3 square roots of 7. So if you're going to go from the radius to the diameter, simply multiply that by 2, which will give you 6 square roots of 7. Now to find the circumference, multiply pi times the diameter. Okay, the diameter is 6 square roots of 7 times pi. Using the pi button on your calculator, simply punch in 6 square roots of 7 times pi, and that's going to give you 49 and 9/10 as your circumference, or the distance around your circle. Looking at number 18, we're going to do very similar steps. We're going to take this x and we're going to subtract it from both sides. We'll take our 6y, since it's minus, and we'll add 6y to both sides. But this time we have a term that we can actually add it to. So we have x squared plus y squared. Negative 9 minus x is negative 10x. 2 plus 6 is 8. Now over here, these cancel out, leaving us with 59. Let's rearrange these into x squared minus 10x. Leave some room for your constant term. Then y squared plus 8y, leave room for your constant term, equals 59. So take your linear x, which is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 5 squared is 25. So I'm going to add 25 here, but don't forget what you do on the left, you also have to do on the right. Now take your linear y, which is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So add the 16 to your y's, but also go to the other side and add 16. So as I look at this, I see that I have my two perfect square trinomials. Take the square root of x squared is x. Your linear x is negative, so put minus in the middle. And the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of y squared is y. Your linear y is positive, so put plus in the middle. And the square root of 16 is 4. Now go over here and look at all of these lovely, lovely, lovely positive numbers. So add those together and you end up with 100. So our equation is x minus 5 squared plus y plus 4 squared is equal to 100. Now this, of course, is the radius squared. So if you want to find the radius, you have to take the square root of 100, which is 10. Now remember, the area formula is pi times the radius squared. Well, isn't this number right here radius squared? So I can multiply pi times 100. When you do that, you're going to get 314 and 2/10 as your area.